Okay, let's just let Helen in. Great. We're all here now, I think. So wonderful. Good morning, everyone. Just make sure your mics are muted in case I've missed anyone. And then just arrive into your seat. Great. Okay. So let's welcome ourselves into day 2 of our Spring Awakening program. And I was thinking yesterday about how close we are to being into the portal of the spring equinox itself. And it led me to think about kind of the words and the feelings and what comes up when I think about the spring equinox. And it's really a potent time for, in fact, it's an amazing time for us all to be together to cleanse, to energize, and to restore ourselves. Because the spring equinox for me, and perhaps for yourselves also, just gives me that feeling of possibility, of removing those obstacles that we chanted to yesterday, whether they're in our daily lives or whether they are just in our minds or in our bodies. And it's about taking that action to about transformation and renewal. So that in itself, in its essence, that rebirth, that transformation and action aligns really nicely with the Manipura chakra, which resides kind of just here in the solar plexus area. And the Manipura chakra is, the color is yellow and the element is fire. So when you think about that, from fire, we get ashes. From ashes, we rise up into transformation. So in today's practice, we'll be activating the Manipura chakra with some twisting, which is great for detoxification. It's wonderful for the length and the health of the spine. So it's a really nice way to energize and boost the digestive system, especially if you're doing, well, any time of the day, but particularly in the morning. But what I also wanted to mention is that we need prana. We need the vital force, the energy, the flow of the energy to fan the flames of the pranic, the fire in our bellies. And I'd put together something I wanted to share with you, and I thought it would be really nice to do that in meditation. So we'll move into a meditation. It's quite brief, but just make sure that you're seated in a comfortable position. You've got the height that you need. You're arrange the legs however works for you, but the spine is nice and tall. And what we'll do is we'll take a cleansing breath in and out. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in through the nose. Take it right down into the body. When you're ready to exhale, just exhale from the mouth. And again, if you'd like to take another cleansing breath, just to really allow yourself to settle, breathe in through the nose, draw the breath down into the body, and exhale through the mouth. And as you do, just let the shoulders soften, let the eyes close, relax your belly, and just for a moment or so, just sitting steady, connecting yourself to the earth. And let the breath just gently start to, very softly, just extend and lengthen. So your breath slow down. There's a steady pace to the breath. Let the body calm down, let the mind be calm. And then I'll begin. Prana, that vital life force, is the essence of renewal, a continuous current of energy that animates in all living beings. Just as the breath sustains our physical being, prana fuels the cycles of transformation within us. It is the unseen force that propels us through transformations, urging us to release what has run its course. We welcome in what is emerging. Nature provides the perfect mirror for these transformations and transitions. The shedding of the leaves in autumn, the stillness of winter, the blossoming of spring, and the ripening of summer. All reflect the rhythms of our own evolution. Just as the earth does not rush its seasons, we too are invited to move through change with patience and trust, honoring the nature of timings of our unfolding and the growth that we must cultivate. And through our natural breath, we attune to prana's guidance, allowing it to clear stagnation and restore balance. With each inhalation, we receive. With each exhalation, we release. For renewal is not forced. And in this dance of breath and being, we are reborn again and again and again. On the next inhale, let's bring the palms of the hands together into the heart space. Let the shoulders be at ease. Just gently tilt the fingertips away from the body to keep the upper chest and back broad. And then as we exhale, just softly allowing the head to release towards the hands. And just take a breath or two here. And again, if you'd like to set an intention for this practice, or perhaps offer this practice to someone or something else, then feel free to do so. Let the hands then release down to the lap. We raise the head and gently reopen the eyes. Wonderful. Okay, let's take our time. We're going to come onto all fours. We're going to come into cow pose. So that's hands just slightly in front of the shoulders, hips, sit bones lifted, sternum lifted. Just pause, just allow your hands to settle and spread. Let the shoulders draw back. And just feel into this stretch. Just be mindful if you know that you're quite flexible and hypermobile or anything like that in your lower back, make sure you're not completely crashing into the lower back. There's a sense of containment. Take a breath in here and then tuck the toes, lift the knees, exhale, press up and back into down dog and just breathe here. Pedal out, stretch the legs. Take some nice deep breaths here. Just let the body naturally start to stretch out. Don't force anything. Maybe just sway the hips from side to side. Nod the head. Extend your breath. And then come into stillness in your downward facing dog. Just take a peek at the hands, check they're facing forwards. Take a peek at the feet, hip distance apart. Have as much of a bend in the knees as you need to facilitate that lengthening through the spine. Take one more breath here. And then on the exhalation, we'll walk the feet forwards. Coming into a standing forward fold. Take a generous bend in the knees, relax the head, relax the neck, either fingertips to the floor or hold on to opposite elbows. Take a couple of breaths here, allow the back body to decompress. Find a little lift up through the buttock bones, just so there is a slight grab onto the hamstrings to stretch the backs of the legs. And breathe. On the next inhale, release the hands, run the hands to the tops of the shins. Halfway lift, draw the shoulders back, lengthen the sternum forwards, press the tops of the thighs back, breathe into the backs of the legs, into the hips. to the lower back, lengthening out through the spine. Gaze soft, find your dristi, which is your gaze point, somewhere on the floor. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Think about the sides of the body from the armpits to the hips also, so you're lengthening where possible. Now we'll move the hands onto the hips, press down, come up to stand. Palms at the heart. Relax the shoulders, take a couple of breaths here. Press nice and firmly down into the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, reach up overhead. Take the gaze up, pause here, stretch the body from the ground up. On the next exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms round and down, come back into a forward fold. Inhale, run the hands to the tops of the shins, lengthening the legs, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to your plank pose. You can drop the knees if you want to, otherwise keep the legs straight. Draw the navel back, take the gaze to the top of the mat, take a breath in, then exhale. Either drop the knees down and lower down or come down in one smooth line all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes, draw the elbows in nice and tight, slide the shoulders back, press into the feet, inhale, baby cobra. So we're just lifting the chest here, we keep the hips low. Back of the neck long, exhale, lower back down. Curl the toes, press into the hands, press up and back into downward facing dog, and breathe. So in Surya Namaskar, we wake up the systems of the body. We wake up the respiratory system, the digestive system, the lymphatic system, cardio slightly as well. So just breathing in, stretching out here in your down dog. Take another breath in. As you exhale, start to walk the feet forwards once more. Inhale back into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press into the feet, sweep the arms wide, stretch. And then palms at the heart as you exhale. We'll take that once more. We'll follow the breath. Inhalation, arms raise. Exhalation, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, same breath, step back, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra, elbows tight. Exhale, back to the earth. Tuck the toes, press in. As you inhale, come up, exhale, stretch it back. Breathe here. Press the tops of the thighs back, press the heels back. Hands firm, fingers spread. Take a breath in. On the exhale, walk forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press into the feet, sweep the arms wide, come all the way up. And then hands all the way down to the heart space on the exhale. Inhalation, arms come up. Exhalation, forward fold, bend the knees, fingertips to the floor. Keep your left foot where it is, step back with your right leg as far as it will go. Come into a lunge. Please feel free to drop the knee if you need to. Square yourself off to the top of the mat, energize both legs, press out through the back leg, firm up the right quad. Hug the hips in, sternum forward, shoulders back. We'll take 3 breaths here. Elongate your breath. Plant the right hand down onto the earth or use a block if you need to. And then spin the chest, open out, raise the left arm up. Keep the right leg lifted. Elongate the chest forwards. Gaze upwards and breathe. Keep hugging the hips in. Release the hand down, frame the front foot once more. Press nice and firmly into your mat, lift your hips, step back into downward facing dog. And breathe. Press it back. And then walk the feet forwards. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips to the earth. Left leg steps back. Find your lunge. Feel free, please, to drop the knee also. Use blocks. Hug the hips in. Feel into the stretch. So here in this lunge position, we're going into the hip, the outer hip, the hip flexor, the psoas muscle. Psoas muscle can be quite tight and hold on to tension. So breathe into this shape that we're in. Let's take our twist. So placing the left hand down, rotate and open the chest to the right as you raise the right arm up. Press out through the back foot, elongate the chest. Meet the rotation, meet the opening. Shoulders back. Breath in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Square yourself off. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Press it back and lengthen. Walk the feet forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the hips. Flat back to rise. Come up to standing nice and slowly. Let everything drain down, the blood, the fluid. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. So let's step to the long edge of our yoga mat. Step the feet out. Just pause for a moment. Lengthening up through the spine, relaxing the shoulders. Here, we're going to turn the heels in just slightly, so the toes just gently point out. We're going to bring the hands to the hips. If you need a block, just slide it in front of you. Lift up through the chest. Come forwards halfway. So you really need to anchor down here because it's relatively unstable. So you need to really anchor down into your feet, spread your toes. You're going to place your right fingertips to the floor and just gently bend. So just underneath the, kind of just towards the midline of the body. And then you're going to bend gently your right knee. We're going to take a twist from here. So lengthen your spine and start to rotate the torso out towards the left side. Either the left hand can stay on the hip, or if you've got space in the body this morning, you can raise the left arm up. So lengthening through the spine, a soft bend in the right knee, right fingertips to the floor or to a block. Take another breath. On the exhale, come right the way back down, revolve the trunk, straighten up the legs, come back to your base position, spine nice and long. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Left fingertips stay to the floor, left knee gently bends, very subtle bend. Bring the right hand to your hip, lengthen the spine, breathe in, and then as you exhale, gently rotate round towards the right side. Option, right arm raises up. So breathing into this shape, into this twist, feet nice and firm. Draw the shoulders back, sternum forwards. And then exhale slowly. Revolve the trunk, fingertips to the floor. Square off the feet, so feet face forwards now. Come up onto the fingertips, bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, flat back to rise. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Turn to the top of the yoga mat. Step forwards, hands to heart center. Release the hands down, keep the left foot where it is, step back with the right foot. So the back foot you can see here, my heel is in and my toes are out. Roll your right hip forwards so you square yourself off to the top of the mat. Hands onto the hips, take a breath in. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly come forwards to halfway. Now catch that left hip before it swings out to the side. So draw the hips in so they're contained and you lengthen out through the back. So lengthen out through the sit bones, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Both legs are straight. We're going to bring a bend into the front knee. We're going to bring our fingertips down onto the earth. And I'd like you to really press into the back leg so it's super strong. So it feels like the quad's pressing back into the hamstring and the shin is pressing back into the calf and the back heel is nice and firm. Your hips are contained. Your sternum is lengthening away from the navel. Your shoulders are back. Breathe here. Either stay with the front knee bent or for some of us, straighten up through the front leg, slide the buttock bones back, keep the chest lifted, keep the spine long. And breathe. Those with the legs straight, just bend that front knee again. Press into the back foot, bring the hands onto the hips, flat back to rise. Use the back leg to pull you up, not just the spine, your internal core system and your legs. Wonderful. Pivot on the back foot, step forwards. Take a breath. Release the arms. Right foot stays where it is, left foot steps back. So it's the same setup. Take a moment, let the feet settle down, let the toes spread, ground yourself. Centering, lengthening up through the spine, hands to the hips. Take a breath in for a little bit of length. And then exhale, slowly come forwards. When you go slowly, you can catch the right hip before it sort of swings out to the side. Find that halfway position. If you prefer to stay in this position rather than kind of moving forward into the bent knee, then stay here. Press into the front foot, elongate the front legs, buttock bones extend back, crown of the head forwards. And then we're moving into bending the front knee, fingertips down, breathing here, pressing firmly into that back leg, kind of hugging the right hip in, stabilizing. Slowly, if there's space in the body, straighten up through the front leg. Feet pressed down. Gaze towards the top of the mat. Breathe into the stretch. Softly bend the front knee. Anchor into the back foot. Hands to the hips. Inhale. Use your abdominal strength also to just gently pull you back up. Wonderful. Pivot, step forwards. We're going to repeat the same placement of the feet, but we're now going to bring this into a twist. So if you have a block or a book or something with a bit of height, even a bolster, kind of bring that towards the front of the yoga mat. We're going to keep the left foot where it is, step back with the right foot. Bring the block in so it sits on the big toe side of the front foot. If you don't have a block, then fingertips. We're going to come into a twisted triangle pose. So We need that length, we need that stability. So feet nice and firm, legs strong, spine long. Hands to the hips, slowly again. So we go frame by frame, so we can feel what goes on in our body. We can catch the left hip before it swings out to the side. Meeting in this halfway position. You could stay here, absolutely stay here and breathe. Or we bring the right hand down to the block or down to the floor. We anchor into the back foot. We draw the left hip back. We lengthen through the spine, and then we slowly start to rotate the torso towards the left side. Press deeply into the back foot, and then option to raise the left arm up. Keep drawing the left hip back to keep the side of the body nice and long, and breathe. So breathing right into our Manipura chakra in our solar plexus, stoking up our fire of digestion. Roll the gaze down, roll, bring the hand onto the hip, square yourself off, press into your feet, and then hands to the hips, inhale to rise. Pivot on the back foot, step forwards. Take a breath. Let everything settle down. Let the feet re-establish. Let the spine lengthen. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Let's go to the other side. Right foot stays, left foot steps back. Bring the block if you need to. Bolster, book to the inside of the right leg. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come forwards. Take your time again. Be really mindful of what's going on in the body. Left hand to the block or to the floor. Establish that length through the spine. Take a breath in and then exhale, revolve round towards the right side. Hands can stay on the lower back, on the sacrum, and just work with that extension or floating the right arm up. Gaze rolls up, opening the chest. The back foot becomes super light in this posture, so you have to work a little bit harder to keep that back foot anchored. Pressing down into the feet. Try to keep the right hip back, drawn in. Roll the gaze down. Let's bring both hands down to the floor, frame the front leg, pivot on the back foot, step forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Stretch it back. Bring the knees down onto the earth. And then bring yourself onto your back. Give your legs a hug inwards. Take some long, deep breaths here. Let the back body settle. And then when you're ready, we'll move into Shavasana to rest. So laying the body out, arranging yourself. Lay the arms out, lay the legs out. Let the eyes close. Soften the corners of your mouth, relax your shoulders, heart space, rib cage, abdomen. When you take your next exhale, just let everything go and release. Affirmation for today's practice. I am rooted, yet I grow. I embrace renewal with strength and grace. I am rooted, yet I grow. I embrace renewal with strength and grace. So if you're ready to conclude your practice this morning, then just meet the breath. And when you feel ready to do so, take a big full body stretch. Take the arms back behind you, stretch through the fingers, stretch through the toes. Take a lovely deep breath in. And then bring it all back in. Give the legs a hug inwards. Give yourself a little hug this morning. A well done hug. Or whenever you're watching this, give yourself a well done hug. Roll to your right hand side mindfully. Rest the head on the upper arm. Take a breath there. Setting your compass for the rest of the day. And then pressing down into the left hand to ease yourself up, coming up into your seat once more. Once you are up, the spine is tall, the shoulders are at ease. And then just take 2 long, deep breaths, but focus the breath in the Manipura chakra, so around the solar plexus area, as if you are, excuse me, as if you are breathing in and out, fanning the flames of transformation, cleansing, energizing. And then we'll close this practice by bringing the hands together into the heart space, sealing and closing this practice with a single chant of the mantra Om. So perhaps joining in with me, take a breath in. Om. Surrendering the head to the heart. If you'd like to perhaps come back to the intention that you set, then just recall that. Or maybe you offered this practice to someone or something else. Bring that into your heart. Releasing the hands down, raising the head, reopening the eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much. Look forward to hopefully seeing some of you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Selena. Bye.